Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go here in Baltimore. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go again here with Henry. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Patrick Surtain makes the tackle.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Raven 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Here's the toss, right side to Henry. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
No, we changed it.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
What a pass interference.
Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's going to have the Ravens 1st down. How about that for a big play on 4th and 10? They get almost exactly what they needed to keep this drive going. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. From the 41. Here's 2nd and 2. Contact up front. And they get one of the defenders to jump.
You see that?
1st and 10 now from the 36. Here is Jackson. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it with 2nd down and 13 in front of them.
Owen. Ready.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's a run, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. And he's in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The extra point is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Half midfield. Some space opens, nice return, and a good drive start at the 33-yard line.
A lot of what goes into being a great kick returner comes down to vision. And you're going to see here, he finds the cutback lane, and as he accelerates down the left side of the field, he wasn't far from taking it all the way down the sideline and into the end zone.
And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward, gain of about 5. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Now it's Dobbins, and he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Broncos.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game.
First down, Broncos.
We'll come back to Baltimore after this. A run with Dobbins. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll give it to Dobbins. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
16-yard line. 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Hicks to throw. He's going to have the first down and then some. Diving for the end zone, but he's not going to get the ball across the plane. They're going to mark him just short. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They send the tight end in motion. They'll go with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they've been stopped twice at the one. Can they break through here on 3rd and goal? They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
Their own 22-yard line.
You. It's not. It's not. 180. Middle.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
21 yards.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6.
At their own 6-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is out of bounds. They'll mark him just shy of the 20. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Goes first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Denver.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Forced out wide. Now he'll run it. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Here comes 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
13. It's up.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Again, working deep downfield. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
A first down throw for Nix. That one Incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Denver first down.
First and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. They run on the jet sweep, and he is upended. Boy, awkward-looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one. Third and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cheetah Bear. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep the score right where it is.
On the run to the right. He's going to run it. And that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Bootleg with Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground.
You've got to keep all your options on the table on third down, and that's exactly what this quarterback did. He's looking to throw it. Nothing there. He pulls it down himself, and he's able to convert for the first down.
Now a toss play with Henry. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Again, right up the middle to Henry.
This is one of those plays where you got to give him some love after. Let him know it was an outstanding run and all of that. Because even though it was a good effort, it's hard not to feel disappointed, Mike, that they somehow weren't able to move the chains.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. To the goal line and in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. That's his second touchdown of the afternoon. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones.
Ha ha.
Finally be taken. A really big play as the final one here in the 3rd. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. Now an opening past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
First and 10 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Here's Dobbins. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Big play coming up. This is third down. Back to throw is Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Brings up second and
From the 43, here's second and 3.
What ain't it? Report, report.
Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. On the give, here's Henry. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Inside the 10, it is caught. And it'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Henry. To the 5-yard line. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Hey, what ain't he? Tonight. What ain't he?
They'll go with him again. And he's into the end zone yet again. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon.
GG, man,
That's
GG.
exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. Oh, a loose football.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
Here's first and 10.
Bombers.
Throwing is Nix. That one down the field, but It is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
Here's second down. They'll throw. It's Nix. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. On second down, it's Nix. He connects with Mims. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 38 yards. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still one timeout left. Final minute, 1st and 10. Moving outside the pocket. Taking off. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. To throw it, and for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll be second down. The shotgun, here's Jackson.
Ah, bro, they cheat me, bro.
They're trying to
They
take
cheat me at this point, bro.
Make them feel that vertical threat and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman.
Come on, bro.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Now Jackson on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Here's Nix to throw. And that one incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clock.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for.
Middle. It's up. You are. Come on. Come on. It's up. It's up.
On 1st and 10, Jackson going up top and looking for Flowers. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete.
They had it and dropped it.
Do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.